viewers, welcome to my views and news. Some updates for you on the ongoing tensions in the Amhara region. Firstly, Qobo front, where there was fighting on Sunday between East Amhara Fano and Ethiopian National Defense Force. It seems that an attempt is being made to encircle Ethiopian army on a Kobo front. Four different roads leading to this front from different directions are being blocked. Could Ethiopian army be trapped on this front? And there is deployment of not hundred, thousands of ENDF soldiers on Kobo front reportedly. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian army was prevented from entering Amhara region from another route. Main routes into Amhara from Oromia have been blocked for the past 2 days. An alternative route was taken by some Ethiopian army convoys to enter Amhara region, but that route was blocked too reportedly. And thirdly, viewers, security guards of a Fano commander were killed yesterday in Qobo, reportedly in the ongoing fighting between Fano fighters and Ethiopian army. And lastly, Ethio 360 shared analysis last night about situation on the ground in Amhara region. It contacted a person who claimed to be a member of Ethiopian National Defense Force. I don't know if he is really the member of ENDF or not. What did Ethio 360 say? The picture painted by Ethio 360 is as if there is no administration in Amhara region. People are joining Amhara Special Force. Alternative government is being formed. So what is the real situation on the ground? Details for you. Firstly, there's Kobo front, where fighting erupted between East Amhara Fano fighters and Ethiopian army on Sunday morning. Fighting went on for hours. Ethiopian army using artillery pieces, Zu-23-2, reconnaissance drones over Qobo, over Vuldia. And as I said earlier, large number of Ethiopian army soldiers is deployed here. Fano fighters are supported by locals, local militias, no Amhara Special Force on this front. And East Amhara Fano, I've been saying that is the most organized Fano faction, especially in this area. In Amhara, Tigray border areas, in Wollo, East Amhara Fano is organized because it has been fighting in these areas for almost a year. Especially since August, we saw that East Amhara Fano fighters were on the forefront in the fight against Tigray fighters. Now, an attempt is being made to encircle Ethiopian army on Qobo front. Four main roads have been cut off. Marsa to Vuldia Qobo road blocked. It was blocked around 2 days ago. Road still blocked. No reinforcements for Ethiopian army are being allowed to pass through road blockade in Marsa. So, road to the south of Vuldia Qobo front blocked. Road to the east of Vuldia to a far road blocked. Road to the north of Qobo blocked. Qobo to Koram Road, Qobo to Alamata Road, and we know that this is Amhara Tigray border. If Raya is part of Tigray, because Amhara has claims to Raya too. This is Raya Amhara border. And there was already deployment of East Amhara Fano fighters on this front. Here, road cut off reportedly. To the west, Wuldia Gashina road cut off. Yesterday, Mere Wadajo was heard saying that from Debre Tabor, Ethiopian army convoys were trying to reach Kobo front, and he said that Debre Tabor line would be cut off, reportedly cut off. It means that Ethiopian army is basically trapped on Kobo front. It will have to fight its way out of Kobo front because no enforcements are expected to reach Ethiopian army on Kobo Wuldia fronts reportedly. That is what we have learned from the ground. It's difficult to say what is happening on the ground, who has advantage over the other side. Is ENDF in a better position here? Only fighting is being confirmed, so we'll try to update you in coming hours. So far, an attempt to lay siege to Ethiopian army in Qobo, Wuldia is being implemented very successfully, it seems. Secondly, viewers, guards of a Fano commander were killed yesterday in Qobo. Name of the commander, obviously, who is leading East Amhara Fano, Mehre Vodajo. At least one of his guards was killed yesterday in yesterday's fighting. Mere Vodajo survived. It was a narrow escape, most sources say. Daniel is the name of Mere Vodajo's guard who has been killed in the fighting. Mere Vodajo is alive reportedly. It is being confirmed by some sources on the ground. They said that there was a let-up in fighting yesterday when Mere Vodajo's guard were killed in Qobo, reportedly. Thirdly, viewers, as I've been reporting that main roads in Amhara are being blocked to prevent entry of more Ethiopian army soldiers into Amhara from Oromia. We're receiving reports that some alternative routes are being considered by Ethiopian army. And one of such alternative routes was blocked a few hours ago by Amhara youth. Main roads, as I said earlier, leading into Amhara from Oromia, blocked. One main road to Debre Birhan, blocked. Other main road towards Debre Morkos, near Dajan, blocked. And afar to Wuldia road, blocked. Wuldia to Koram road, blocked. An alternative route was being considered by Ethiopian army. Benishangal Gomez to Amhara road. Matakal to Ago Avi zone road. Reportedly, Ethiopian army tried to enter Ago Avi zone from Matakal, Benishangal Gomez region of Ethiopia. Why? Because from Addis Ababa to Oromia, from Addis Ababa to Gajam, from Oromia to Gajam line is closed. That is why Ethiopian army took alternative route. And you know there is deployment of Ethiopian army in BG. From BG, from Matakal, which is border with the Ago Avi zone of Amhara, some convoys of the military tried to enter Amhara, but Ago Avi youth stopped the convoys reportedly. Purpose was to cut Gajam resistance into two, but the entry failed reportedly. So you see that from all directions, Ethiopian army's entry into Amhara is being restricted. The Amhara region is coming under siege as well. You can say that it's a self-imposed siege, but it's a defensive siege. Purpose is to stop movement of Ethiopian army, to prevent it from entering Amhara. So far, the strategy is being implemented very successfully. Uh, Lastly, viewers, Ethio 360 a few hours ago built a very grim picture of the ongoing conflict in Amhara as if everything is lost and alternative government is about to be made. Ethio 360 interviewed a man who claimed to be member of Ethiopian National Defense Force, though no one knows if he is really a member of ENDF or not. That ENDF member said that Amhara Special Force and Fano are in control of major towns and cities, and people are joining Fano Amhara Special Force. ENDF is split. ENDF don't want to fight, and there is no regional leadership. At Kabyle level, zone level, new leaders are emerging. So talks, discussion should be held and new leaders should be elected by the groups resisting. Well, exaggeration. I would say it's exaggeration. Amhara government is definitely silent. We cannot say that Amhara Special Force and Fano are in control of all towns and cities of the Amhara region. It's exaggeration. And I could not confirm any large-scale defections or splits within Ethiopian army. The way army is meeting with resistance in Amhara region, it won't divide the army, rather it might unite Ethiopian army, I think. So it's difficult to conclude at this point of time that alternative government is being formed in Amhara region. Though mobilization is underway to form resistance committees on local level. Like we saw in Sudan, viewers. In Sudan, resistance committees are very effective and they are formed on local level. And they led the resistance against Sudanese army. And since they are working on local level, it means that internet shutdown, mobile network jamming does not affect them. They're already in touch on local level. So that is how they've been continuing their resistance against Sudanese military. Same could happen here in Amhara region, I think, that local level resistance committees are being formed. But it's too early to say that there's total anarchy in Amhara region. Yes, things are getting out of control, but Ethiopian army is showing restraint. It has not taken action on protesters. It tried to open a few roads, but it did not use excessive force. Fighting is between Ethiopian army and Fano fighters in Qobo. Otherwise, Ethiopian army is showing restraint. It's too early to say that everything is out of control for Ethiopian army. Ethiopian army will resort to use of force. We can discuss if this use of force will succeed or not. Secondly, a viewer contacted me, in touch with me for years. He said, Sajid, give us analysis about the situation in Amhara. Give us some, what is your take? What is the solution? Does Amhara Special Force have any chance of dictating terms? Can it win the war if it happened against Ethiopian army? In a live chat discussion in the next few days, we'll have a detailed look at all these questions and comments. So be ready. Hopefully, in the next 48 hours, we'll have a live chat session. Thank you for watching.